Hello, do you need any help?
Yeah, I just wanted to see these games over here. Those three. See how much? Okay. Okay, last stop of this trip of game hunting for Christmas presents is Value Pond. Sometimes I score here, sometimes I don't. I doubt they've done that audit that they need to do so I can check those loose disc games, but hey, you never know. Let's go in, see if there's anything worth picking up. Thank you. Some sealed games over there. War for 3. Phantom Pain. It's pretty cool, but Siege is worth nothing. I don't think there's anything worth. I think I have Dying Light, but it's the regular edition. It's 5 though. For 5 too. That one's 9. I'm gonna get that. Well, I think I'm gonna grab Dying Light for 5. Definitely gonna get that.
Hello, do you need any help?
Yeah, I just wanted to see these games over here. Those three. See how much? Okay.
Hello.
I'll take that one. Those back. I think I'm ready to check out. All right, so not quite as amazing of a stop, but I still did okay. Ended up picking up 2 games, one to flip and one to add to the collection. And one of them is sealed, which is kind of interesting. So for starters, we have Dying Light on the PS4. Not nearly as good as the Anniversary Edition, but I only paid $5 for it, so it'll be worth about 8 in trade-in. Almost a double up, so not terrible. And then this one I bought to keep. And the main reason why I snagged it is, first of all, it's sealed, and second of all, it's a game I don't see normally in pawn shops. We have Surviving Mars on the Xbox One. They actually had 2 other sealed games in there. They had Little Hope on the PS4, and then they had Journey to a Savage Planet, which I know that one's on Game Pass. This one might be too, I'm not 100% sure. But of those, I figured this one was the most interesting looking, so I picked that up for $8. So that one I'm gonna keep. And then I'm gonna flip Dying Light. So overall, pretty quality stop. I picked up some Little additions to the collection, some pretty solid loose disc scores. And now I'm gonna go to GameStop and flip a whole bunch of it, see what I come away with for Christmas presents and probably something for me. Let's go. Last stop of the night, GameStop. My calculations are correct. I should have a pretty strong amount of credit. Let's see what I end up picking up. Let's go. All right, so I'm back from GameStop. I decided not to use the Game Hunt cam in there just because I wasn't sure how long I was going to be in there, but also I'm getting Christmas presents, so I didn't want to show what I was getting. I mean, I could edit it out, but I figured it'd be easier to just not do that. But I ended up picking up 3 games for me. All of them were pretty reasonably priced, and then 2 items for Christmas. Obviously, I'm not going to show those, but I'm going to show what I did pick up for me, and I still have $4 in credit left over. I got almost $100. They did take out some refurb fees for Mario Kart, which I figured they would, and then also Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. But even then, it was still worth trading them in because those were worth a lot of credit. So first thing I picked up, and this I picked up mostly because it was super cheap, and I figured I might as well grab a physical copy because it's kind of a momentous game for a few different reasons. MLB The Show 21 on the Series X. Why this is important is this is the first PlayStation published game on an Xbox console. It's also on Game Pass, so I don't have to open this, so I'm probably going to leave it sealed for now. GameStop had it on sale for $8.50 brand new, so I figured, you know what? I'm going to grab a sealed copy, that way I have the current latest baseball game in physical form, in addition to having it on Game Pass, so figured it was a pretty good pickup. Next one, and I mean, I'm sure you'll find this funny, but I think it was a good call. Devil May Cry 5, the special edition on the PS5. This is the second PS5 that I own now, PS5 game. First game I owned is Deathloop, which I picked up new. This was also new, on sale for $20, which is half off. Unfortunately, it was just the PS5 version that was half off and not the Xbox Series copy. So I figured, you know what? Might as well add to the PS5 collection. So now I have 2 physical PS5 games I can play whenever I get a PS5. So pretty happy to add that to the collection. And that was only $20. And then this one I mostly picked up because it's an upgrade and I did trade in my original copy of this. But also, I wanted to make sure I got a copy, and I have a plan, and I'll mention that in a second. We have the Disney Classic Games Collection. This is the 3-pack that includes Jungle Book in addition to Lion King and Aladdin. In addition to having Lion King and Aladdin, they have all versions, so including the Genesis and Super Nintendo versions of all 3 games, which is different from the original release. I believe the original was just the Super Nintendo version. But this has every version. It has a whole bunch of extra content on it. I figured if I'm going to get this game, I might as well have the best version of it. So now I have the one that comes with Jungle Book. This is going on sale at Target on Sunday for $20. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it sealed for now and try to go to GameStop, return it, and then see if they'll price match it for $20. We'll see if that works. If not, no big deal. I paid for it in credit anyway, but figure if I can get my $10 back, might as well do it. So this was $30, by the way. And then that's in addition to all the other games I picked up during my game hunting trip. So overall, pretty solid event. Got a lot of great stuff, a lot of really good credit. I only paid like $30 for everything, which is pretty amazing when you consider everything I picked up. So pretty happy with it. Anyway, tomorrow, I've got a few more packages I'm going to open up, and then we're going to recap this weekend in game hunting. Let's do it. All right, so I have my final 3 packages, 2 from GameStop and 1 from Amazon. And these were kind of a long time coming, except the Amazon one, which I ordered yesterday. But yeah, I'm excited to check these out. And of course, with the GameStop packages, we are doing another condition report. Here's the first one. Let's check it out, see what we got. This one appears to be sealed. It is. So we have a brand new sealed copy of 13 Sentinels, AEGIS Rift on the PS4. This is a game from Vanillaware. It looks really interesting. Looks cool. I'm excited to add it to the collection. I've heard good things about it. It was on sale at GameStop for $20. And because of the deal that I have from Sezzle, I was able to get it for $15, which is very good. Since, of course, we're at the end recap, I'll give you the value starting with this one. So this one I paid 15 bucks for, and it is worth $35. So pretty solid value bump. Nice addition to the collection. This is the one that took me over a week to get, so I really hope it's sealed, because if it's not, I'll be a little disappointed. So the other game from GameStop, it is sealed, thankfully. We have a game that was very heavily featured at the Game Awards. I'm excited to play. Life is Strange True Colors on the Series X. This game looks good. I did enjoy what I played of the first Life is Strange, so I figured I'll give this one a shot. This one I only paid $29 for because it was on sale as part of their Black Friday deals. And it is worth, sorry, $27. I had a coupon. $27, and it's worth $42. So another solid bump up for a nice new sealed copy of Life is Strange. And then here's the last one. And this one, I know exactly what it is, and I'm very excited about it because I've been needing this for a long time. We have an 80-game cartridge organizer for the Nintendo Switch. This was the deal of the day yesterday on Amazon, so it was on sale for 15 bucks, which is pretty great. Currently, I have all my Switch games loose in like a baggie, which is not a great way to keep them, so now I can properly store the games that are not in my like must-play section of my Switch case in here. So I'm excited to do that, and I'm excited to organize those. Paid 15 for this, and it is worth 20. So now let's go through everything else that I got over the past week. And it's not the biggest stack of stuff, but it's good quality, and I'm pretty happy with all the pickups. So for starters, without going over every single thing, let's just talk about the trading credit. I ended up paying a grand total of $22 for a bunch of games that I used for my Christmas present challenge this week. And it definitely paid off, because combined with the 2 games that I brought from my own collection, I got $98.60 in trading credit. On top of that, I already had $8 in trading credit left over from a previous deal and a $5 reward. So I had a lot of money that I could spend at GameStop. I think I did pretty darn well. So let's start off with my pawn shop pickups. And I only kept 3 games, but I think they're all solid additions to the collection. Actually, I kept 5. There are 2 disc-only games, which I'm not going to pull out, but those were pretty impressive for sure. First off, we have Enter the Matrix on the PS2. Enter the Matrix on the PS2, a game that has gone up in value, especially because there's a Matrix movie coming out very soon. I never played all of Enter the Matrix. I think I played some of it. It's a pretty cool game. Decided to add it to the collection. I literally paid nothing for it out of pocket. That's the best part. Everything I got from Cash America was free because I had some store credit for some reason on my account. No idea why, but I'll take it. So everything I picked out didn't cost me a dime out of pocket. So I paid nothing for that, and it is worth $6. So solid addition. The other big game, and this was the second biggest game of this whole haul, but the biggest game that I kept out of all the pawn shop games. We have a loose disc copy of Mario Super Sluggers on the Wii. Any first-party Wii game, for the most part, is worth some money. I also found a Mario Kart Wii, which I ended up trading in for almost $20 in credits, which is pretty good. This one I wanted to keep. I could have traded it in for $20, and I thought about it, but I don't have a copy of that game, and I really enjoyed it when I played it, so I'm going to hold on to it. Paid nothing, and that one is worth $22 in loose condition. So that one's actually worth a pretty good amount of money. Pretty excited to add it to the collection. The other 2 games I picked up from Cash America that I kept were X-Men Destiny on the PS3. This game is valuable because it is a game that is obviously not printed anymore, but it's also delisted because of a lawsuit between Epic Games and Silicon Knights. So they had to have all of the copies of their existing or their newer games destroyed. So you can't buy this game digitally anymore. So the only way to play it is physical. Found a physical copy, paid nothing, and this is worth $8. So not too bad. And then the other game that I picked up that had a box was Transformers Revenge of the Fallen on the PS3. I mostly grabbed this because it's a Transformers game. It looks pretty fun. I never played this, even though it's based on the worst Transformers game, or Transformers movie, but, you know, it's not quite complete. It's missing the manual, and the box is a little chewed up, but it's still, the disc is in decent shape, and it has the cover art. That's what's important. I paid nothing for this, and it is worth $10, so it has some value. Next, we go to Value Pawn, where I kept one game. I only picked up two. I kept one. And what's fun about it is it's a sealed Xbox One game. Surviving Mars on the Xbox One. I don't know much about this. It has a cool art style. I think it's a city building type game, but it looks pretty cool. I figure for a sealed copy at a pawn shop, it's probably worth grabbing. So I paid $8. And you can see, because I left the tag on the back still, $8. And this one is worth 12. So, pretty solid bump. Now we're going to GameStop. We're going to start with GameStop.com, where I picked up a couple games that were part of different bundles. And then we'll go to the stuff that I picked up in the store. So, for starters, we have Cobra Kai. Picked this up when it was on sale for Black Friday. This was the game that was bundled with Life is Strange. I got it almost a week before Life is Strange. But this was really cheap. It was like $9, I believe. Yes, $9 for this, which is pretty solid. Looks interesting. Looks like a fun like beat 'em up style game. It's worth $19, so pretty solid value there. Another one we got was Sakura Wars on the PS4. This was another interesting looking Japanese game that was on sale for $20. Because of my deal, I got it for $15. This was the one that was bundled with 13 Sentinels that I got a few days early. So I paid $15 out of pocket for this sealed, and it is worth $27. So this one has some good value too. All right, so now we get to GameStop. Picked up two things for presents, worth about $45 based on I paid about $45 in credit, and they're about worth that, so pretty good. But I picked up three things for myself, and all of them I think are good, solid pickups, and two of them were on sale. So first off, we have Devil May Cry 5, the special edition on the PS5. Yes, I know, my second PS5 game when I don't own a PS5. This was on sale for $20, which is half off of its normal price of $40. Only the PS5 version was on sale, no idea why, and they had a copy in store. So I figured, you know what, let's just grab it. That way I have two PS5 games I can immediately play when I get a PS5. And it's in pretty good shape. It was the last copy, and the case has some dings in it, but that's okay. Paid $20 for this. It is worth $34, so another solid bump up there. Next one, and this is another game that I bought sealed, and I'm going to keep sealed at least for now. We have MLB The Show 21 on the Xbox Series X. I haven't played a baseball game in a long time, so I'm curious as to how this plays. I mostly got it because, first of all, as you can see, it has the PlayStation logo because it is a game made by Sony that was published on Xbox. It's also on Game Pass, which is really funny. The physical copy was on sale for $8.50 new. So I figured, you know what, that's too good of a price to pass up. So now I have it sealed. I'm gonna hold on to it sealed for now. And then eventually when it gets removed from Game Pass, I might pop it in. Paid $8.50, and this is worth $24. So another really strong bump up. And then here's the last game that I picked up for GameStop. And I thought about waiting on this because it's gonna go on sale tomorrow. I picked it up with the intention that, first of all, I wanna make sure I get one. Second of all, as long as I keep it sealed and have my receipt and everything, I should be able to return it. So what I'm gonna do is go into GameStop, return it, and then buy it again, but they're gonna price match it. So that way I'll get $10 back on it. But I think it was a good pickup. We have the Disney Classics Collection with Jungle Book, Aladdin, and Lion King on the Switch. I had this on Xbox with just a 2-pack. This is the Switch version, but it also comes with Jungle Book and every version of Aladdin, Lion King, and Jungle Book. So I figured if you're gonna have this collection, this is the one you wanna have. So I figured I'd upgrade it. So I bought it initially for $30, but like I said, I'm gonna try to return it tomorrow and get $10 back. But it's worth $30 because it was just released, so there's no value attached to it. And that's it. Overall, I think we had a really nice week. I was able to pick up some Christmas presents, thanks to some really solid trades, as well as some nice stuff to add to the collection. Some big scores at pawn shops. Can't go better than that. So that's going to do it for this episode of the Bargain Game Hunter. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. New videos on this series air on Mondays, unless I say otherwise. I figure I'll announce this, although the first episode will probably air fairly soon after this episode airs. In 2022, we're going to be doing a new sub-series of the Bargain Game Hunter, and that is the Trading to a PS5 Challenge. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with 20 bucks, give or take. And the intention is I want to purchase a PS5 from GameStop, spending the least amount of money possible. And I'm going to do that by doing trade-in deals. I might sell some stuff on eBay to add to the fund. But the goal is to get a PS5 as cheap as possible because it is the last main big system that I don't own. I technically could still get a Switch OLED, but I don't think that's as big of a need because my Switch is perfectly fine. So yeah, trading for a PS5 challenge. Look for that in 2022. I might even do a $20 game collection series as well. We'll see. I don't want to spin off too many times, but that one might be an option too. So look for those possibly in 2022, which is when you're going to see this video because it is that far back. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next Bargain Game Hunter. Bye-bye.